Hey, I'm Cream. Havoc is busted at the moment, and I'm gonna go.
What are you
What?
saying?
What do you mean?
Blizzard's gonna nerf it.
Alright. sorry. Havoc is dog shit.
Dog is shit.
And I'm gonna go over the new stuff. We got some major changes. Meta is now 2 minutes cooldown. Netherwalk is 100% peak. Blade Dance gets a shield from a talent. The cycle playstyle is behind in damage, and fodder is actually gone. Fel Barrage is Giga for AoE, and we have some more new talents as well. Alright, let's start with gearing. For stats, you will still want a lot of crit because of Know Your Enemy. But now with more mastery as a secondary stat, because we're running any means necessary on every build basically. For raid, haste is still better than Versa, and for M+, Versa is better than haste. For the most optimal combos of stats, you should of course sim your upgrades with top gear for the best output. For weapons, the Thorncolor's Claw from the raid is really good for single target, paired with double time. That comes from the Dawn of the Infinite, the Galakron part. And for AoE, you will want 2 double times instead. For trinkets, single target, you will want to get the Signet brand from the new raid. This is best in slot. Second trinket, Branch from Everbloom seems really good once you get more gear. Other options could be Augury or Serpent Idol from the raid as well. For AoE, there are quite a few options as well. You can choose from the Branch, Pips from the raid, Porcelain Crab from Throne of the Tides, Ashes, or Augury, which both come from raid. Combining an on-use with a passive, I think the best in slot would be Pips and Ashes. For embellishments, if you want early power, you can craft Toxic Thorn Boots with the Season 2 Toxic patch. Even though this got nerfed, at lower eye levels, this is a really strong combo. If, however, you don't want to delay your next crafts, you can craft Blue Silk Lining on your best simming slot instead. Just be careful before you get force set that you don't lock a tier piece out, as these crafted items cannot be catalyzed. Alright, let's move on to talents and the talent tree changes. For raid, your class tree will mostly stay the same, swapping out some utility points, taking out what you don't need in a fight, putting it into something else for a specific fight. Saying can be applied to dungeons. If you need the shorter darkness cooldown here, you have to sacrifice a bit of damage from Flames of Fury to get the CDR on there, but it's not a massive loss. For raid, I will personally be running the left-right build for basically all fights. This is gonna be a pretty standard one once you get the tier set and offers the best single target damage. It revolves around using inertia windows that you gain from using Immolation Aura and Fel Rushing after to gain like a big damage amp. So playing well in those windows is key. If you want some more add damage or maybe Tyrannical Weep, you can swap out Furious Gaze for Ragefire to mix some AoE and single target. For like massive AoE, you want to drop Essence Break for Fel Barrage or Glaive Tempest, depending on what kind of pulls like you will have, or if you prefer the other over the other. There is this no mover build as well, if you prefer that. It's around 3 to 4% loss of damage in a single target, but it falls heavily behind in AoE. It's more like last year's gameplay with the extending meta and reducing I-beam, so uptime is crucial on that build. All builds want these new strong nodes as well, so Demon Hide and Scars of Suffering are really strong, basically picked in all cases. And Any Means Necessary is available for all builds as well now, so Mastery will be very strong. Lastly, let's go over some rotation stuff. So the different builds rotations aren't that different from each other. You pre-pull Immo Aura at 2 seconds, Sigil of Flame after. If a Fire Inside doesn't refund Immo Aura, you Fel Blade and I-beam, then Fel Rush to activate Inertia, use the Hunt, VR, Essence Break, Death Sweep, Meta, Death Sweep, and use Annihilations until like Essence Break drops. Then I-beam again and just continue with your life. Now if your first Immo Aura doesn't consume, so if it procs a Fire Inside, you can go ahead and just Fel Rush for Inertia, Hunt, Immo Aura, Fel Rush again, I-beam, and continue with the Essence Break window. If you're not playing Essence Break, of course, skip that. For your non-meta Essence Break windows, always keep one Immo Aura for Inertia. Don't cap Immo Auras or waste Unbound Chaos procs. Use the Hunt on CD because of the tier set, you know, throwing Glaive gives CDR on the Hunt. And pair VR with your Essence Break window, otherwise using it on CD. Try to always fit one Blade Dance inside your Inertia as well. As the Hunt is really long with the new tier set, you will probably get to buff some part of it with Inertia most of the time as well. Blade Dance on cooldown, of course, and don't cap throw Glaives. Your tier set will throw most of the Glaives, but because your throw Glaive CD is shorter than Blade Dance, you will still cap it just by playing. This season you will actually want to press Fel Blade and Sigil of Flame as well, but you know, don't press them if you would over cap Fury. If you spec into Glaive Tempest, should also just be used on CD, try to get Inertia on that one as well. When using Fel Barrage, make sure you have like 60 Fury banked, and then just focus on generating more Fury during the 8 seconds that it lasts, than spending. You can use Blade Dance when done well, but don't use Chaos Strikes or Annihilations in that period. Getting like double Inertia here also is very nice. As Fel Barrage was changed to this 8-second duration that constantly drains Fury, the haste scaling also got removed, so you can use this freely outside of like meta windows and you won't lose any damage. The no mover opener is basically same as left to right opener, but without any movement talents, just adding an annihilation after every eye beam and the metacast, as the build does run Inner Demon. So it's basically the season 2. Alright, that should be most of the important stuff for 10.2 Havoc. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or stop by my stream. I will be streaming a bunch this upcoming season. Have a great day and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.